everyone, it's Ashley Cannon Newell with you this week for Paper Tray Inks Make It Monday, and I have a special video for you this week on stamping a plaid background. So I am going to be using this stamp set, which is Background Basic Super Stripes, and I like to use this set to stamp a plaid background because they are the long stripes, and as you can see I'm going to be using these two right here, but you can use any of the other stamps as well to create your pattern. And I'm going to be using this stamp press or a stamp positioner to align my stamp and also to make sure that I can stamp a good background evenly. And I'm also using grid line paper as a reference point to stamp the lines as well. So there are other stamps and paper tray ink you can use. Let Freedom Ring is one, Faux Ribbon is another, Distress Stripes. Note Niblets have little small ones too, so there are other stamps that you can use. You don't have to use Super Stripes, but I will say Super Stripes. It's great if you want to do a larger sheet. Okay, I'm going to be using Pure Poppy and Ripe Avocado to stamp the pattern. It's going to be a holiday card, so I'm using traditional colors. And I'm stamping it at an angle, and you can use the grid line pattern paper that I'm using underneath of my cardstock to line it up as a reference, or you can use pencil points as a reference as well. And as you can see, I inked once but stamped twice. I used a stamp off technique to get another color of a line stamp there, and that will create my pattern so it has a unique plaid pattern there. So I'm trying to make sure I have every other line. It's going to be the Pure Poppy, and then the next line will be the stamped off Pure Poppy, which looks a little bit pink. So I'm stamping it off because I needed to get that full stamp off look before I stamped it on there. I didn't want the edges to have Pure Poppy on them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this a few more times, and then I'm going to change the position and stamp it at the angle from the other direction, and then work to the Ripe Avocado pattern last. Okay, so now that I have that side stamped, I'm just changing the direction and stamping the other side like I just said. Again, every other line, one will be Pure Poppy, the other one will be a stamped off Pure Poppy. Okay, this will be my last stamp here for this one, and see, now it's done. And this is like a nice little checkered pattern there. But now I'm ready to move on to the other stamp, which is the thinner solid line one I'm going to be using for Pure Poppy. Just make sure it's straight before you add it to your stamp positioner here. And again, using the same technique, stamping once with ripe avocado and then stamp again without re-inking it to get a lighter ink, green ink pattern. So I'm going to do that on both sides as well. Okay, so here it is. It's all done. I'm just going to fill it in here a little bit here or there. But you can make it more even of a pattern or you could make it more random. It's up to you. but you could definitely just do what you want. Add more colors, add fewer colors. It's all up to you. The great thing about stamping it on a larger sheet like this is that you can use it as a whole, or you can use just a portion of it, and you can die cut it and have the pattern on a die cut piece. So as you see here, I decided to just use one portion of it to have it on the left side of this card, and it creates a great pattern paper look, but you would never know that it was stamped. And here's my Christmas cheer card here, and like I said, I just cut a portion of it off from the larger stamped piece here, and I have plenty more to use for other cards. So I hope you liked this week's video, and I hope you get to have your stamps out this week to stamp your plaid background for any type of card, but especially for those holiday cards coming up. I'm Ashley Cannon Newell for Paper Tray Inc.